Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video, where today we are going to be counting down my wish list and predictions for the avian species of flying reptiles that will appear in Jurassic World Evolution 2. So hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and if you're not, I do hope it gets better. If you have some spare time, do press that red subscribe button. It only takes 2 seconds, as it really does help out the channel. And it also helps you out if you want to stay up to date on news regarding Evolution 2 and Camp Cretaceous, including other Jurassic World titles as well. Now you guys seem to have loved my previous video about what aquatic reptiles we could see in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I did kind of break it down as to what marine reptiles we should expect to see in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and today we're going to be doing something similar. I've broken it down into what I believe is, let's count it now, around 8 to 9 creatures of flying reptiles. I'll explain why 8 to 9 because 2 of them are quite similar, so we'll have to explain that. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. So it was confirmed by Rich Newbold and also many images of in-game screenshots from Jurassic World Evolution 2 that we will in fact have customizable aviaries and also flying reptiles in the game. The only flying reptile we have confirmed for now, which is definitely on the wish list, is Pteranodon. Now we don't have too much time to spare on Pteranodon because we have some interesting other creatures, but Pteranodon, of course, it has to be made. You know, we found it in Jurassic Park 3, then in Jurassic World, then Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, now we suspect in Jurassic World Dominion as well, and it was also at Battle of Big Rock and Camp Cretaceous, and also I believe the Lost World. So it's been everywhere. This Pteranodon is basically the flying reptile of the Jurassic universe, so it's expected to appear, so that is number 1. Now the next one, again very highly anticipated, however was not in Evolution 1, the Dimorphodon. Dimorphodon did in fact appear in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. However, its appearance in Fallen Kingdom was only a repeat and a news broadcast from what happened in Jurassic World. Other than that, we didn't really see it in Fallen Kingdom. So whether or not the Dimorphodon will be in Evolution 2 is a question to be playing in your mind. It wasn't in Evolution 1, however, it is definitely a highly loved creature, and I believe it was the 3rd flying reptile introduced into the movie franchise. We'll get into the 2nd one later down the line, but Dimorphodon, with its solid appearance in Jurassic World and Camp Cretaceous, I think it is indeed safe to say that we could expect a Dimorphodon to be another pterosaur that will be appearing in Jurassic World Evolution 2. For the Pteranodon, its percentage would be 99% or 100% shall we say, and then Dimorphodon would be around a 90% mark. Moving on to the 3rd flying reptile, geostembergia, or also known as geostembergia. I don't really know how to pronounce it if I were to be honest. However, this creature was in a blink if you miss it scene in the Lost World Jurassic Park. It was a scene where somebody was flipping through the InGen creatures on the InGen's list, and we could see an image of the geostembergia right there on the InGen list. So it's clear to see that this dinosaur was in fact planned, or at least ideated and inspired in the Jurassic universe, and it is in fact there. So I'd be quite surprised if we didn't get anything about the geostembergia. Now this was a late Cretaceous period dinosaur, and it had a huge wingspan of 7.25 meters, which is around 23.8 feet. However, in the past it did have some issues because it is quite similar to Pteranodon. So similar to how the Deinonychus and Velociraptor are quite similar in Jurassic World Evolution 1, maybe they could make some geostembergia changes to make it stand out from the crowd to be a lot different than to the Pteranodon. Whether or not this will be included is the question. This is just a wish list at the moment, but I'd probably put it at around 75% chance of appearing, so definitely quite high. However, because it was very obscured in the Lost World Jurassic Park, I don't know how deep into their research they're going to go in order to bring these flying reptiles into the roster. Here's a little bit more information regarding it. Proven to be on the island by Roland's Dinosaur Guide, the trailer's screensaver, and by several drawings and models made for the film, the animal itself is never physically seen in any scene of the film. It has been suggested that the intended use for the species was to be the male sexually dimorphic version of the Pteranodon species seen at the end of the Lost World Jurassic Park. However, its model definitely represents a geostembergia, so that is why I believe that creature will be in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Now the next one, we move on to the novels. Yes, the Jurassic Park novels with Serodactylus. Serodactylus in Jurassic Park the novel lived inside the Isla Nublar aviary. They were let out into the aviary as to acclimate them to the enclosure's environment. However, they were discovered to have a hostile territorial behaviour. They were attacking maintenance crews that were working on the Teratops Lodge, a second hotel where the visitors could observe the pterosaurs at flight level, They would also fold up their wings like bats and dive, striking workmen with such force. Later in the novel, they were confused by the characters as Pteranodon. However, Alan Grant corrected them and recognized them as serodactylus. They had membranous wings and clawed forearms for grasping fish. And then later down the line, they were put into the Isla Sorna aviary. So in the novel, Serodactylus was an important creature, and also some very cool killing animations where it swoops down like a bat. Hopefully, if this creature is added into the Evolution 2 roster, we could see something of the sort where it dives like a bat to kill something on the ground. However, due to the Serodactylus being in the novel and some creatures being in the novel in Evolution 1's roster, I highly anticipate Serodactylus to be another creature incorporated into the Evolution 2 roster. I'd again put it around 70 to 75% chance of appearing. Now the next two, which are the ones that I was talking about that are very similar to each other, Quetzalcoatlus and Hatzegopteryx. We'll start off with Hatzegopteryx, a huge, I believe the biggest flying pterosaur ever discovered, and it was discovered in Transylvania in Romania. Only narrowly beating the Quetzalcoatlus for the reign of the giant flying reptiles, Hatzegopteryx only ever appeared in Jurassic World the game. So having that appearance isn't going to back it up 100% to be in Evolution 2. However, the creature that is very similar to it, Quetzalcoatlus, spoilers for the next 5 seconds, is shown to appear in the next Jurassic World Dominion movie, specifically the 5-minute preview. So Quetzalcoatlus could be part of the first bit of roster for Evolution 2 due to this main factor. The only known on-screen appearance for the Quetzalcoatlus in the movie franchise before Jurassic World Dominion would be the promotional images of it for Jurassic World. It landed on the beach of some place, and that's all we knew about the Quetzalcoatlus. Hopefully we do get to see it eventually, however, as for now we haven't seen it all that much. Nonetheless, Quetzalcoatlus being one of the largest flying reptiles ever to exist, it'll be interesting to see how big of an aviary we actually do have to build. But again, the percentage chance of Quetzalcoatlus being in the base game, I'd say around 60% chance, and Hatzegopteryx around 40% chance. We'll hopefully get one or the other. Now the next 3 flying reptiles. These flying reptiles do not appear anywhere in the movies, however I am fully aware that loads of people do in fact love these 3 flying reptiles. And we'll start off with Rhamphorhynchus. Rhamphorhynchus, I believe, is a very small flying reptile with a wingspan of about 1.8 meters. This could be like the Coelophysis or the Compies of the flying reptile world, and maybe even act as goats for other flying reptiles to eat. At the moment, for the information we know of, Rhamphorhynchus is a genus of long-tailed pterosaur from the late Jurassic period of southern Germany. Like all early pterosaurs, it had a long tail that ended in a characteristic diamond-shaped vein. Its teeth were also needle-like, adapted to catching fish. So if we were to reproduce the Rhamphorhynchus in our aviaries, maybe we have to have a fish feeder for it to feed on. Now the chance of Rhamphorhynchus appearing would be between 50 and 60%. I believe the next 2 creatures as well would also be between 50 and 60% chance of appearing. The next flying reptile, probably the biggest fan favourite on here, is Tapejara or Tapejara or Tapejara. Loads of people pronounce it differently. I believe it's Tapejara. However, Tapejara, with the gorgeous crest it has on the top of its head and also the miniature-like body, is definitely a huge fan favourite that we can anticipate to appear in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Tapejara was found in the early Cretaceous period of northeastern Brazil. I believe I read somewhere that Tupandactylus is actually very similar to Tapejara as well, so that's interesting to think of, but again, around 50 to 60%. And the final flying reptile on this list, Tropionaphus. I think that's how you say it, I probably have butchered it, but again, did not appear anywhere in the movies. However, I am fully aware how many people do like the Tropionaphus. And again, similar to the last 2, I highly anticipate them to appear. Now, for the reason why I said around 8 to 9 flying reptiles is because I don't think we'll have loads of flying reptiles at launch, but I don't think we'll have too little of them. For marine reptiles, I did in fact say around 5, and I do anticipate no more than 10 for flying reptiles. So I have put it around 8 flying reptiles, with give or take a few of them being removed or added. But anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my wish list for what type of flying reptiles will appear in Evolution 2. If you did enjoy, please smash that like button and let me know what other flying reptiles you think deserve to be in Evolution 2 and your reason why down in the comment section down below. Again, if you are new around here, do also press that subscribe button, but in the meantime, I hope you're all staying safe out there and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.